Actually, I wasn't going to the hospital. I was planning to call the police. I'm certain there was poison in that bowl of rice porridge. I slipped into the bedroom, quietly took out my phone, and dialed the emergency phone number. I told the police I suspected the rice porridge at home had been poisoned and begged them to come investigate. After hanging up, I stepped out of the bedroom. Owen Wallace and Julia Wallace were still sitting at the dining table, but Julia's eyes betrayed a flicker of panic. It wasn't long before the police arrived. They began by questioning me about what had happened, then separately interrogated Owen Wallace and Julia Wallace. Owen adamantly claimed the rice porridge was made normally by Julia and couldn't possibly be poisoned. He even accused me of stirring trouble because I refused to adopt Julia. Julia Wallace also wept, insisting she had not poisoned anyone and that I was falsely accusing her. But the police didn't believe their words. Instead, they took a sample of the rice porridge to the station for testing. The next day, the police called me to say the test results were in. The rice porridge indeed contained chronic poison. This poison, taken over a long period, causes severe damage to the body and can even be life-threatening. With conclusive evidence, the police swiftly took Owen Wallace and Julia Wallace into custody. Watching them being led away by the police, I felt no sympathy, only the sharp satisfaction of justice served. After Owen Wallace and Julia Wallace were taken away, I felt somewhat relieved, but I knew the matter might not be over yet. Julia was so young, yet dared to poison someone. There must be someone behind her, pulling the strings. I thought of my close friend Mia Sullivan, who works at a detective agency and has wide connections. Perhaps she could help me investigate Julia's background. I called Mia Sullivan and told her everything that had happened. After hearing my story, Mia was furious. "Caroline, don't worry. I will definitely help you get to the bottom of this. We cannot let these villains go free." In the days that followed, Mia Sullivan continued helping me investigate Julia Wallace's background. She used various channels to track down the orphanage where Julia had stayed and even got in touch with people who knew her. One day, Mia called me, saying she had uncovered some important information. I quickly arranged to meet her at a cafe. When I saw Mia, her face was grave. "Caroline, do you realize? Julia is not a little girl at all." Mia took a slow sip of her coffee and said. I was stunned and asked, "Not a little girl? Then how old is she?" "Her real age is actually 19, but because she has dwarfism, she looks like a child," Mia Sullivan said. I was so shocked I couldn't find the words. 19? No wonder her gaze was so dark and her thoughts so malicious. She wasn't really a child at all. "There's something even more shocking," Mia continued. "Julia Wallace's first adoptive mother was your sister, Lena Marshall.